Welcome to Tecmo Tuesday, where I play Tecmo Super Bowl on a Tuesday, and this is the 2006 Oakland Raiders season. We are in Week 11, going up against the Bengals, our 10th game, and it's a big matchup because the Bengals are 6-3 at the top of their division. We're 7-2, tied at the top of our division. So, you know, potential playoff implications, potential playoff preview. A lot of a lot going down. Wait a minute. I got the adjust the volume a little bit here. I feel like it was a little low. Let's see what happens when we get the game started. Well, first we gotta auto skip these games. Panthers beat the Steelers. The Bucks lose to the Saints. The Titans beat the Pats. The Colts beat up on the Texans. The Packers beat the Jets. Chargers beat the Jags. Lions beat the Cowboys. The Falcons beat the Skins. Broncos beat the Chiefs. Bills beat Baltimore. Seahawks beat Arizona, a close one. The Vikings lose to St. Louis. And that brings us to the last game of the week and basically the Monday Night Football game. Raiders and Bengals. All right, I think it's a fairly... this volume should be fine. Just looking at the, you know, like the signal. I did get a new laptop, so I had to kind of, you know, do some house cleaning, resetting up shit. All right, so where am I? Asamoah. All of their runs are... Oh, God, I think to Chris Johnson. If this is the right Johnson that I'm remembering, and we cannot catch up to him. No, it's Rudy Johnson. Well, I'm glad that thank you for making that huge run all the way down the fucking field so I could clear that up. We're back to our old ways. We've been good about this, you know, not giving up a touchdown on the a big, usually like that, a big running, big rushing touchdown, and that good return, but I ran right into the defender. I was just double checking, making sure my lineup was what it needed to be. I didn't take Brooks out. No, I didn't. All right. Oh, God. Oh, everyone was covered. I couldn't see all the way down the field. This is rough. Rough start here. I did take too long to make a decision. I can't blame the O-line for that one, but, you know, again, everybody, it was a coverage sack. All right, I just wanted to get a little bit of it back. Oh, God, man, that has been plaguing us this season. So many of these dropsies. I know that it's the 2006 Raiders, but shit. Drop. Ah. I barely put anything on that punt, too. It just goes to show how far you can blast it in this game. All right, well, you know, we know to defend the run, and now they're going to throw it. And we're going up against future Raider Carson Palmer, who the Raiders gave up way too much to in a trade, in an effort to salvage a season where there were hopes of making the playoffs for the first time in a while. And, man, I just got friggin' popcorn. Alright, it's gonna be one of these kind of games. There was no... he was just unstoppable there. He probably has like 200 yards rushing already. So the return game has been a bright spot. For what that's worth. I like the direct snaps to the running back a little bit more than the delayed draw. Because you can, it's not really faking out the computer that much, and it takes too long to develop. Rough first quarter. Very, very rough first quarter. The only thing that worked out for us in any capacity were the returns, and we couldn't win the field position battle anyway because the punt went through the back of the end zone and they were able to run the ball down our throats. Alright, let's try to get this first down. Alright. No, no! Look at this, not even the friggin'... Is that Genty that said his name was? Jesus Christ, it's haunting me from the past, present, and future here. Alright, we had to gang tackle him. It's the only way to freaking do anything about him. Alright, we got him that time. 3rd and 2, come on. It's a single back. I called the single back. Nope, they're tossing it. Oh, the friggin' blocker came in and knocked me off the play. I mean, it wouldn't have been a big thing, but at least it would have prevented a touchdown. Oh boy, this is a tough one, folks. This is the the game that inevitably happens every year where they just say fuck you. We're gonna make things as impossibly difficult as possible. As impossibly as possible. Everybody's completely blanketed. Alright, get out of bounds. I can't let anybody get hurt here. Because this game is fixing to get out of hand. I'm not in any rush. I mean, cool. Talk about a rush. There was a nice rush by the defense. I'm not in any rush to score, like to get urgency going here because it's still only the second quarter, and I do get the ball to start the second half. Look at this shit. Oh my god, can I possibly make it? It's 4th and 1. I'm going for it. It's too... I'm letting the time tick a little bit, though, first. Ugh. They're gonna know, I think, if I give it to Crockett. They usually... I'm gonna do it, though. I mean, he's my short yardage guy. Alright. Let's see if we can get past it, though. That's close. Please. He got it. He got it. He got it. Alright. Alright. Now, again, I didn't want to... I don't want to go crazy. Oh, shit. No, no, no! I don't know how the hell he caught that. Alright, we're gonna... whoops. I'm gonna scale it back a little bit. No! Alright. Good job, Grove. And he's gonna fucking pick up some yardage, too. Nice job by the guard. I think he's a guard. Other way, other way. Oh my god, they freaking just completely engulfed him. Alright, I gotta start. I can't take it that much easier. Oh, Jesus Christ, everybody's covered again. Ugh. I still want to go for it. Because there's not a lot of... I gotta get on the board here, though. the hope was to get a touchdown and then get the ball and start the second half and, you know, change the momentum and drive down again. And, you know, like, one play, it's all it takes for these guys. So, when I drop back, and they're going to throw it anyway. I was more worried about a run, to be honest. Because I know for sure they can make that, they can get the touchdown and one play from anywhere on the field with that guy. With the way he must be in excellent condition because he's just ripping through everybody. I think I was tapping with the wrong fucking button on the initial popcorn. I should be hitting A and I was hitting B. Well, so not a good return that time, but it was also they just absolutely slammed the fucking thing. All right, we gotta move here because we're down 3 scores still. All right, there we go. He's open. He's been covered all day, and they fucking got to him. God damn it. All right, nice, nice. Got a few extra yards, first down. Oh, my God, dude, hang on to it. I'm gonna get friggin' Brooks hurt here, the way this is going. And Lamont Jordan's hurt. That sucks. Yeah, he's definitely faster than Crockett, so I want him to be my feature back, and Crockett more like my short yardage up the middle, pound it, than the pound the rock deal. All right, let's get back into character here. Oh my God. That was not too good, was it? Oh God. Just heaving a prayer here. And it was answered! Break that tackle. Nice job, Porter. Alright. It's not over yet, Snake. Again, it would have been way more ideal to score a touchdown in the second quarter, but you gotta play defense here. Gotta earn that. Gotta hone that skill here in this game for sure. Oh shit! Get him. Oh, come on. I'm right fucking on him. This is just, again, it's one of those games where they're just not going to let it happen. They're going to fumble me. They're going to have him catch all these crazy contested catches. And then Johnson's going to fucking run a new asshole into our bodies. And probably break the goddamn rushing record. Oh, that was the reverse to Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. Well, that one right there pretty much seals it. We needed to make this. We needed to stop him on that drive. Even a field goal wouldn't have been bad if we could have. We'd be down 2 scores and you know, would still make something of it, but this is just too much. I'm not, like, deathly afraid of meeting the Bengals in the playoffs because of this. I think this is more of, like, you know, they're having a hot day. And not taking anything away from them, they're obviously a really good team. And they're going to be 7-3 for a reason here. But I think that we can still take them. I think it's just that their attributes are doing really well. They caught some breaks. You know, I'm not worried about them. Let's put it that way. You know, like I'm not. I'm thinking that it'll be a different game if we meet in the playoffs, and I would like to be able to have that redemption story. You know, it's always way more fucking satisfying to avenge your defeats. So, yeah, like, I found it, like, a good example of that was the 1990 Giants. My stepdad's a Giants fan, so, you know, I was pretty well educated on the happenings of that team around that time, and you know, like, you know, since then, too. But, it was around this time. In fact, the 90 season was what Tecmo Super Bowl was based on. And so I had I wasn't watching football yet, but I had his home video of the Giants' 1990 season, and I found it very satisfying as like not just the underdog story. They had the backup quarterback going in and, you know, taking down the three-peat team and then taking down the Bills' crazy offense. But they also beat all three of the teams that they lost to in the regular season. They beat so the Niners in the playoffs, which is one of the greatest games I've ever seen. I wish I could have seen it live, but I had to go back and watch it later. You know, they lost to in the Monday Night Football game earlier in that year, and then the Super Bowl rematch with the Bills, they lost earlier in the year there. I should have fucking onside kicked it, but, you know, you can't fucking recover these things. And I'm over here rambling on about the New York Giants, too. But, you know, I that was a good example of the whole, like, you know, beating the teams that you have in the playoffs that you lost to. Oh, shit, we can... Oh! And I was gonna go... No, he's not gonna go completely, but... Well, we are actually going to get the ball back here. That was the first time we were able to really play defense. Man, he fucking blasted that. Oh my god. And there it was. Just a, you know, an insult to injury. It was a Hail Mary, fucking whatever. So, rough-ass game that was. Got a little bit of garbage time at the end. 261 rushing yards we gave up. 210 of those were to Rudy Johnson, and then I think the other 51 were Chad Johnson. Yeah, that sucked. That really sucked. We had to abandon the running game. Yeah, that was how the hell did we... Alright, so, yeah, they only count the first downs to actual first downs that are not touchdowns. If that makes any sense. Like, they really should count all four of those as touchdowns. And even with those, we still got more first downs because we got more short yardage gains. They got huge chunks. Yeah, that was tough. You knew that there was something like that was gonna come down the pike one of these weeks, and hey, we're gonna play another Central team, the Steelers, who are, not out of the mix completely. And if they can take us down, and look at that, the Chargers. That's right, the Chargers and Broncos both won, so we are technically in third place because we do not have as good of a point differential as the Broncos do. So interestingly enough, we would be the fifth wild card team. It looks like the Bills or the Chiefs. One or the other would be the sixth and final seed. So Bengals are 7-3. That really changes the landscape and the narrative of the AFC. Because look at this shit. You got the Colts are 6-4 and doing okay. And then you got, Bengals at 7-3, tied with, they're at the top of the division, but same record as us and Denver and then San Diego up there too. It's a really, it's anybody's game. Giants are 6-4 and at the top of the East. The Saints are at the top of the Central, but the Packers are 6-4 and hanging on there too. And then the West is the tight knit, compacted division. So next week we go up against Pittsburgh. Hopefully we can make up for this. That was a tough one. And we will not be seeing the likes of the results of any of the Chargers or Broncos games until after ours. In fact, San Diego's playing Kansas City, so it's a divisional game. What's the Chiefs situation again? They're 5-5, so yeah, go Chiefs. I never say that, but in this case, it's actually. I mean, it's. Although if they're chasing us, you don't how much you really want that to happen. You be careful what you wish for. But you do want to win the division, so it's whatever happens. Maybe they can tie. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for this week. We'll try to regroup and get this back next week.